Alright, welcome to hitting every boss in Ultrakill on the balls until they die. Rules are pretty simple, Knuckle Blaster only. I didn't include the Whiplash because, well, it's pretty hard to get through some areas. It's just for convenience sake to get through levels. And I have removed some bosses from this challenge, which I will explain in detail right now. Okay, basically, so for Cancerous Rodent and Very Cancerous Rodent, they both don't really have balls, so I kind of just removed them. And also, I kind of forgot they were bosses in the game, so they have been removed. For the Corpse of King Minos, well, he's a little big, and I can't really reach the area that I kind of need to reach, so I kind of just removed him from the whole challenge. Also, he's not really that hard of a boss, to be honest. The Leviathan is, well, I don't really know anything about snake anatomy, much less sea serpent anatomy, so I just decided to skip the headache and skip this boss. And these two, well, Panopticon's pretty easy, you just have to wait for it, but Flesh Prison is practically impossible with the Knuckle Blaster, so he doesn't count in this challenge. Also, they're just meat cubes. Every single other boss in this challenge, including the secret ones, counts, so I think that's enough explanation. Let's get into it. Maurice is just a ball, so we can punch him all we want. And, well, he dies pretty quickly. Swords Machine is definitely harder, as his attacks deal more damage and take up more of the room. So you really have to weave in and out to actually successfully defeat this guy. But it was definitely fun to fight him. You do pick up the shotgun from this fight though, which really sucks. Here we are. This is the boss that actually inspired this whole challenge, because my friend Spacey made a video about punching servers in the balls, which, well, basically is the exact same spirit as this video. So, you know this boss was pretty easy, by the way. Next up is Agony and Tundra. You know, to make up for, like, the 6 bosses I left out of this challenge, I decided to do every other boss. And Agony and Tundra is just Swords Machine ×2. And this was, like, the very first boss that was actually difficult. I mean, really, I had to go from one to the other, to the other, to the other, and I just kept dying and dying and dying. It was an endurance battle. Also Hideous Mass. I actually questioned whether I should leave Hideous Mass out of this challenge, but I just decided that the front weak spot was close enough, so he gets to stay in this challenge. Okay, we go from one robot to another. Yay! Woohoo! V2 was, well, a little bit easier than I expected. Still, it felt like I was cramping my hands into nothingness trying to get up close to him. But it just took a little bit of time, patience, and a stable mind. Something I don't have. But after a while of pain and suffering, I managed to turn this guy's balls into paste. This skipping the entirety of Limbo, we make it to the thickest character in the Ultrakill universe, GABRIEL Ultrakill. And, well, yeah, he kind of just stands there and doesn't do much. Can't really do anything anyway when you're that thick. GABRIEL was really easy in this challenge, which is not something I would say for the other two challenges I have done so far. No hit and rocket launcher only. So, you know what? I finally got a break with GABRIEL. Yeah, the game wasn't going to be so nice to me after this.
May your woes be many and your days few.
Oh, why did the Insurrectionist have to be so hard? Yeah, Insurrectionist was difficult. I don't know why he didn't take like any damage from the Knuckle Blaster. He just didn't. And as we'll come to see in a couple layers, this becomes even more of a problem. But for now, it's just me, him, and the Knuckle Blaster. He didn't fare out too well. First of all, this level sucked to do with only the Knuckle Blaster. Second of all, Mysterious Druid in one night. Yeah, I hated this boss. This boss actually sucked, and I do not want to mention it any longer. I also didn't do the final room of this level for my mental health. Oh boy, you already know this boss was fun. Not only is V2 even more annoying than ever, but he also gets enraged now. Yay! Woo! But as I'll later come to find out in this challenge, he wasn't even the hardest boss. Although, still, sliding is fun as always. Ferryman. I don't have much to talk about him. I punched him in the ball so hard he flew off the ship. Like I said earlier, Leviathan doesn't count in this playthrough, so, which one was the next one? Oh, these guys. Honestly, probably like the second hardest boss in this entire challenge was Angry and Root. Like I said earlier, the Insurrectionists. Yeah, they don't take any damage from the Blaster. So having two of them in the same arena was torture. I'm pretty sure I only survived because one of them got stuck in the ceiling while I finished off the other one. Also the two hideous masses, but I mean, it's just two hideous masses. I was fine. It's Big Thicky Gabe again. Yay! And this time he's probably easier, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, sure, his attacks do a little bit more damage, but, I mean, still, at this point, he's just about as easy. And I know you guys aren't here for Gabe. You're here for the other two.
Twice beaten by an object. Twice. I've only known the taste of victory. May your woes be many, and your days few.
And congratulations, it's not the hard one first. don't get me wrong, Minos is still very easy, but at this point, I'm just so good at Minos by this point that I can take him out pretty easily, and this challenge only added a slight layer of difficulty to that. Added that I can't parry, and another slight layer of difficulty, but it wasn't actually a challenge. Oh no. You're gonna see who was the challenge.
Forgive me, my children, for I have failed to bring you salvation from this cold, dark world.
All of those deaths were by the flesh prison. It's the yellow boogeyman. Oh my gosh. Yes, this was super annoying. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm pretty sure I fought this guy over 100 times. I learned that you could slide in a circle to evade, you can't escape, and basically a bunch more strategies for all of his attacks. Plus, when he does, this will hurt, you can punch him, and it deals a bunch of damage. That was also fun to figure out. And I always kept seeing him die, and die, and die. But of course, I finally did it. And who was there to congratulate me but Spacey? I'm finally done.
So concludes the life and times of King Sisyphus. A fitting end to an existence defined by futile struggle. Doomed from the very start. And I don't regret a second of it.